Hi everybody, so if you couldn't tell by the hints, I am going to be looking today at the Sideshow Evil Dead 2 Ashley J. Williams 6 scale figure exclusive. As soon as I saw this, I jumped on board immediately. I absolutely love anything to do with Evil Dead or Bruce Campbell in general. I've stayed away from the new cult figures line in general. I did order Snake Plissken, although I still have to receive that from a friend. The Beetlejuice figure, I mean, just the lack of accessories and the sculpt was just awful in my opinion, both of them. But this I thought came with loads of accessories. You can't really complain about it when you look at the Beetlejuice, and I have already pre-ordered Jack Burton. And yeah, lots of concerns about the sculpt when you look at past Sideshow figures, but I think this one came out really nice. They justified themselves here. And the Jack Burton one looks to be really good as well. So, can't wait to open this. The box does seem quite small compared to other ones. You get a thank you card. It's no use. You get a little Evil Dead Ash thing around the middle. Just take it all out, it'll be easier. So if you haven't already, please check out my Living Dead doll review of Ash from Evil Dead 2 also. Okay, so this is a complete O-ring, goes all the way around. You can cut the tape at the back if you want to. Was much easier to cut the tape than try and get it off in one piece. So at the bottom, let's do that separately. On the top, now here is the exclusive, the possessed hand, if I can get it out. Very nice. Looks a bit like an eye there, can't remember. What is Ash without his boomstick, of course? And it's got the bullets in. I think they come out, yep, they come out quite easily, so you better watch out. Let's put these back in. Better be careful there. Going to be very easy to lose. And it does open quite easily. Oh, it stays shut okay. And then figure itself, have a look at that in a second. Some of the steel gel, and you also get Henrietta's head. It does, well, it doesn't, it is a bit too plasticky in my opinion. I don't know how well that comes across on camera, maybe there's the light shining off it, but it definitely doesn't have a realistic feel. The paint job could have been better. It definitely is too toyish, but it's better than nothing. It's very sort of like Marvel Legends feeling. Okay, now on to the main item itself. It's got the little clip here for the spare bullets. I think the portrait is fantastic. He's got the little white streak he got there from the experience. It's definitely Bruce Campbell, no doubt about it. I think it's probably the best likeness that we have so far, not including customs. He's got his holster at the back. The chainsaw, it's got a little bit where I don't know what that's made out of. I think it's just maybe a bit of paper. Where he amputated his arm. It feels quite light though, that seems to be hollow. It is very light. Maybe that's to stop when you're lifting the arm that it won't hurt the arm over time. Boots are fantastic. I like that. Very nice boots. You got some nice detail there on the blood. Really love that sculpt. And definitely some nice detail in the body, the actual body. I haven't just left it blank. Same goes for the arms. They've sort of sculpted in where the hair would be. I think they didn't do that with the Wolverine release. They were just blank arms. And what is Wolverine without hair? One of the main reasons why I didn't get it. Okay, let's see what else we have in the lower part. So we have the base and 3 switch out arms, and of course the Necromonicon. I'll put Necromonicon. The base, I really can't stand these new bases that Sideshow are using, the hexagonal ones. Just take up so much room. Not a fan of it at all. It does have the Evil Dead logo on it. I might just dig up my old Sideshow Star Wars ones and use those. And the also these holders as well. That are pain. I'm not even going to take the plastic off that. So I doubt I'll keep it. And the other 3 hands. Not that many hands, of course, because he's only got one hand. Imagine you get a fist. Looks like one for holding, I don't know what that's supposed to be holding. It looks like a dagger hand. And imagine the one that he has is for, looks like it's for pulling the trigger, well, for holding the broomstick, and I imagine this one is for holding the necromonicon. And it's really good detail on the hands actually. It's got a whole load of dirt or blood. Yeah, that goes for that, I imagine. Okay, let's see if we can get him posed with the broomstick. Okay, so here I have him in my first pose of him just loading up the bullets, and I can't say enough how these bullets, shots, I can't remember what you call them, I'm not familiar with guns, how much they come out. I've gone to the point of actually putting sellotape over it, and I highly recommend that you do that, because otherwise they're just going to get lost. The gun will, just moving it about, the gun will, barrel will flop down, and these will just go to the floor. So I really do recommend that you put some sort of tape over to prevent you from losing the bullets, the shells. So all in all, I think it's a fantastic figure. Gonna try and pose him now with the using the chainsaw. Okay, so here I try to go with when Ash saws the rifle's end off to get his broomstick. I don't know if it quite works or not. Hopefully it does. Got him posed without the stand because I just can't, the base, because I just can't stand that thing. Maybe it would have been nice if they had come with a second head sculpt with him, maybe with his mouth a bit open and a different expression, the eyes looking the other way. So try and get just one more pose and then we'll wrap up the video. Okay, so here's one more. He's sort of looking at the ore of the chainsaw. The handle there is not movable or anything. As I said before, it's a very lightweight chainsaw, hollow I do believe. But yeah, definitely a cool figure, and I do love that head sculpt. Hopefully it will stand and not fall. As for articulation, his head is on a ball joint here, but as I said before, his neck is all in one with the body. Ball joints at the shoulders, just single ball joints at the elbows though, and I think that's a good idea because otherwise you would have had too much articulation showing on the arm, bare arm that is showing. Ball joints again at the wrist and arm. You got the torso on the body. Just even though he's wearing boots, you can move them up and down. You can see there where the hinge is. They don't go all the way up, so lots of movement there. No movement at the hand here, of course, except left and right. It's a tiny bit of movement up and down, but not much. And that's basically it for articulation. Pretty good in my opinion. All in all, I would say this is definitely a must-have purchase if you're a fan of Bruce Campbell and or the Evil Dead license. Really looking forward to the Evil Dead 2 box set that's coming out from NECA later this year, but this figure is definitely not including the beta ones that cost an absolute fortune. Definitely the best release so far in 1/6 form of any Bruce Campbell likeness, and it just looks absolutely fantastic. Hopefully maybe they do more, maybe a pre-chainsaw Ash and maybe a zombie, but I think they'll probably limit it to one per film at the moment until the cult line really picks up. So hopefully you enjoyed this pretty rubbish review. I'm trying to make these reviews better, but it's been such a long time since I've done them that I know they're pretty crap. So take care everybody, peace, bye bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.